Yeah, good morning all. Continuation to the previous topic. Okay, define active circuit. Okay, the circuit which is having both active elements and passive elements is known as active circuit. Already we know that energy sources, that is voltage source and current source, are the active elements. Resistor, inductor, capacitor are the passive elements, right? Now this is a active circuit. Active circuit is nothing but the circuit which is having both active elements and passive elements is known as active circuit. This is the example for active circuit. Okay, that is about active circuit. Next, define passive circuit. Okay, the circuit which is having only passive elements like resistor, inductor, capacitor is known as passive circuit. See here in the circuit diagram, it is having only resistors, right? Then it is a passive circuit. If the circuit is having only inductors, that is also a passive circuit. Okay, next, define circuit. Okay, circuit is nothing but circuit, it is a closed path to flow of electric current. See here, this is one circuit, right? It is having a closed path to flow of electric current. It is also having a closed path to flow of electric current, is nothing but a circuit. Okay, next, coming to definition. Okay, define conductor. Those are the materials, okay, which allows electric current through them easily. Okay, the materials which allow electric current through them easily, those are known as conductors. Okay, these conductors offers low resistance. When resistance is low, then only it will allow maximum amount of current, right? Okay, that is nothing but conductors. Okay, example for conductors is silver, copper, aluminium. Okay, among those three, silver is the best conductor, but the cost of the silver is very high, near to gold. Hence, we never prefer silver. Okay, next best conductor is copper, but the density of copper is more. Okay, hence copper is preferred where stationary places are present. Okay, like generator windings, transformer windings, motor windings, copper is preferred. Next best, third best conductor is aluminium, but the density is nothing but weight of aluminium is less. Hence aluminium is preferred in case of transmission lines. Okay, that is about conductors. Okay, next, definition of semiconductors. Semiconductors, as the name itself, semi, the materials which can allow electric current through them partially, known as semiconductors. Okay, these semiconductors offers moderate or medium resistance. Okay, example for semiconductors are silicon, germanium. Okay, that is about semiconductors. Examples, silicon, germanium, already we know that. Next, insulator. What is meant by insulator? Insulator is a material which doesn't allow electric current through them. Okay, those materials are known as insulators. Okay, these insulators offers high resistance, then only it doesn't allow current. Okay, examples for insulators, plastic, rubber, wood. Okay, all are the example for the insulators. Okay, next, linear elements. Okay, linear elements is nothing but the elements which satisfies homogeneous and superposition principle. Okay, that is from mathematics point of view. Okay, from our circuit point of view, the elements which obeys Ohm's law is known as linear elements. Okay, example for linear elements are resistor, inductor, capacitor, all are the examples for linear elements. For example, let us consider a resistor and apply a battery voltage. For example, apply 5 volts, 5 ohm resistor. What is the current? I is 1 ampere, right? Now next case, increase this voltage to 10 volts, and what is the current? 10 by 5, 2 amperes, right? That means if supply voltage is increased by some constant k, 5 into 2, 10 volts, supply produced response also increased by same constant k, right? That relation is nothing but linear relation. Okay, that is from Ohm's law only. Okay, that is about linear elements. Next, define non-linear elements. Okay, the elements which doesn't satisfy Ohm's law. Okay, that means if V is directly proportional to I square is a non-linear relation, V is directly proportional to under root I, or V is directly proportional to I cube or I power 3 by 2, all those relations are comes under non-linear category. That means if voltage is increases, sometimes current may not be increases. If voltage, slight change in voltage for large change in current, for example in case of VA characteristics of PN junction diode, right? All those are comes under non-linear element. Example for non-linear element is diode, transistor, etc. are the example for non-linear elements. Okay, next, bilateral element. In every statement we are using in any linear, bilateral element or bilateral network, right? What is my bilateral element? As the name itself, bi, the element which allow electric current in both the directions, nothing but bilateral element. Or whose properties or characteristics cannot change with change in voltage or current. That means, for example, in this circuit, let us consider 5 ohm resistor. Okay, apply 5 volts. What is the current? 1 ampere. Next case, change this battery voltage to 10 volts. What is the current? 2 ampere. Voltage increases, current changes, but no change in resistance value, right? That means whose property and characteristics cannot change with change in voltage and current. That is nothing but a bilateral element. Okay, next example for bilateral element is resistor comma inductor comma capacitor. Next, unilateral element. Uni means the element which allows electric current through them only in one direction is known as unilateral element. Or whose properties or characteristics can change with change in voltage or current. For example, let us consider a diode. This is PN junction diode, right? P is connected to positive terminal, N is connected to negative terminal, right? It is in forward bias. When it is in forward bias, it acts as a closed switch. Closed switch means it offers zero resistance. Similarly, when this PN junction diode is in reverse bias, okay, when this PN junction diode is in reverse bias, what happens? It acts as an open switch. Open switch means it offers infinite resistance. That means based upon this voltage and current, okay, based upon voltage and current, what happened? It offers different resistances, right? That means whose properties or characteristics can change with change in voltage or current is nothing but a unilateral element. Okay, next, junction. Junction is nothing but interconnection of 3 or more elements is known as junction. Okay, next, loop. Loop is nothing but loop, it is a closed path. There is also a inner closed path in it. Okay, let us consider this circuit diagram. Okay, for this circuit diagram, this is loop 1, this is loop 2. Okay, if I remove this 10 ohm resistor, there is also a possibility of another loop. This is loop 3. Okay, loop is a closed path. There is also a inner closed path in it. That is nothing but a loop. Next, mesh. Mesh is a closed path. There is no inner closed path in it. Now that means this mesh 1, mesh 2, we didn't consider inner closed path. That means from this circuit, it is having 3 loops, but number of meshes are 2. Okay, that is the difference between loop and mesh. Okay, clear, right? Remaining we will see in next class. Okay, thank you all.